Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to our due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yaseh, by Hashem Chakadas, the honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who taught us truth, and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Today, this brother Ayawab come back to you today with another lesson through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Chakadas, entitled Neither Root Nor Branch. Because when Esau's kingdom comes to an end, man, they're not gonna be left to repopulate the land. They're not gonna be left to take over these other lands, to let wickedness flourish, to prosper. Because what's that? First Maccabees. First Maccabees, KJV. Was it First Maccabees Slakia 1 and verse 9? And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And this time about Alexander the Great, when he died, he gave he did crowns upon his servants, and then they took rule after his death. It says, so did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. So that's what happens when Esau, the so-called white man, is allowed to flourish, to prosper. Wickedness increases in the earth. I believe it's in Proverbs. No. Let's see if we can do it like this. Yeah, I believe this is it. But this is Proverbs 29 verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. So that's what happens, man, when you allow Esau to prosper, when you allow Esau, the so-called white man, to have sons, to have nephews, man. It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth. And that's what happens, man. And we just seen in First Maccabees when Alexander the Great put crowns upon his four servants. And then, it said that the wickedness was increased in the earth, man. And that's what happens when you allow Esau to prosper. But the time is coming, man, when the Most High is going to, through his son Yahushua, as well as the 144,000, the elect of Israel, we're gonna destroy, Lord willing, I'll be part of the elect, but we're gonna destroy Esau, man, and leave him neither root nor branch. Let's just get that in Malachi 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And that's talking about the missiles, man, because the missiles they're gonna burn, man. And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. They're not gonna have. And let's look up that. It says, what happens when you take a root out? So you're not gonna have no root, and you're not gonna have no branch, because when you have a root, man, that's what allows the tree to grow, allows the plants to grow. But when you take that root out, the tree can't grow no more, man. The plant can't grow no more unless you quickly, put it into another place. But if you take that root out, it can't grow it. And it says, removing large tree roots can make the tree unstable or unhealthy later on. It says, if large roots are removed, the tree may not be able to get enough nutrients and water. Also, don't remove roots close are fused to the trunk, since these are critical to the tree's structure. So let's see. Because if you like cut the tree, man, like if you cut, so like when you see people when the trees are going out too far to the road, or when you cut bushes and you see people trimming the bushes, and then you see them trimming the bushes, but that root in the ground is still in there, so it's still supplying that nutrients, that life system, that life structure to grow the branches that was already broke off to grow back. So when you take away the tree's life system, which is a root, man, it can't grow no more. It can't grow back the branches. It can't flourish. So and it says, so that's neither root, and then it says nor branch. It said, and then I looked up, can you grow a plant from a branch? It says to start planting trees from twigs, use a sharp, clean, well, let's skip it. It says, once you have succeeded at rooting tree cuttings and water, will show you can transmit the young plant. No. So it says, rooting a branch to grow a new tree costs little time or money, but does require patience. Branch cuttings become a complete new plant identical to the parent plant. Branches less than 1 year old work the best for growing trees. Cutting can have a great rate of success than growing some species of trees from seeds. So when you cut a branch off a tree, if you put that branch in the ground, man, it can grow from the branch. It can grow into another tree from the branch. So that's why it says neither root nor branch, because if you leave the root in the ground, it's going to continue to prosper. And if you cut a branch off, you can't. You're going to have to burn that branch, because if you put that branch back in the tree, man, or if you put that branch back in the ground, man, it's gonna grow. It's gonna continue to grow. So that's what we gotta do with Esau, man. What is that? Job 18. Job 18. Look at that's beautiful. Let's start at 16. Job 18 verse 16. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. That's speaking about Esau, man. This is speaking on Esau, because we know that Esau is the wicked, man. This is Job 18 verse 5. It says, yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. So the wicked isn't going to have no light, man. They're not going to continue to prosper. They're not going to be that. They're not going to be Lucifer, which just means, light bearer, man. But it's at 16 again, and that's beautiful, because I didn't even see that because I meant to get verse 19. But it says again, Job 18 verse 16, his roots shall be dried up beneath. So their roots is going to be dried up. And above shall his branch be cut off. And your branch is going to be cut off, man. You're not going to be able to continue your lineage, man, because your lineage comes through your father, man. Numbers 1 and 18. Numbers 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So if you determine your lineage, where you come from through your father, man. So if your lineage goes through your father goes back to Esau, you're an Edomite. That's just, even though so that's like if you got an Edomite father and then you got a Israelite mother, you're an Edomite still, because of your father's lineage going back to Esau. But if your father is an Israelite and your mother is an Edomite, you're still an Israelite, because your father's lineage goes back to Jacob, man, to the Israelites. And that's just like if so that's just like if your mother, so you got Edomite women. No matter how many Edomite women we sleep with, or these other nations' women, your lineage is still gonna go back to Israel, man, because it goes by the house of your father. So that's why it says shall leave them. Well, I'm about to get it. So it says neither root nor branch, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall, verse 17, Job 18, verse 17. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. Why does it say he shall neither have son nor nephew among his people? Because that's how you start. That's where your lineage comes from the sons, from the nephews, from the men. So it don't matter about the women, which the women is going to be cut off too, eventually. But, that it's through the sons and through the nephews that your lineage continues, man. That's why it says he shall neither have son nor nephew. And that also goes into that neither root nor branch. Neither root nor branch, neither son nor nephew, man. That's beautiful that the script, it's beautiful how the scriptures work, man. This is, Slakia. This is, damn, I just had it. I believe it was Isaiah. Yeah. Isaiah 14. Let's see. 14 and, this is Isaiah 14 and let's start at 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So for the iniquity of the Edomites, man, their children are going to get it, which is really them come back in reincarnation if you have ears to hear. But this is verse 22. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord Yahweh. But send me outside. So Esau, man, they're gonna be cut off. They're gonna be no more in the world after that 1,000-year captivity, man. They're gonna be left neither root nor branch, and not gonna be able to continue their lineage because wickedness is not gonna be. There's gonna be no need for them no more, man. So they're just gonna be swept away. They're gonna go extinct, man. So let's just get this Obadiah 1. And it's lucky for background noise. Obadiah verse let's see. Obadiah verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. They're gonna be stubble, man. You see that we're gonna be fire and a flame, but then you got Esau that's gonna be stubble. Let's yeah. So see if we can go to Blue Letter Bible real quick. Slakia. And then we go type in Obadiah 1 verse 18. And for stubble, let's see if we can get some on stubble.
Strong's H 7179. Cash.
So you see, it says stubble, man. Chaff. That word chaff that means waste, garbage, scrap. So dregs, man, rubbish. That's what they're gonna be. They're gonna be stubble, man. You know what stubble is. And then So then you got go back to Obadiah 1 verse 18, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh has spoken it. So that's what's going to happen to Esau, man. They're not going to be left neither root, nor branch, son, nor nephew, nor any remaining in the house of Esau, man. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, spirit to bite to the fold. Barak the Yahweh Shimon Shah for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson, and Lord willing, edifying, spirit to bite to the fold. Before I end it off, I give all praise and honor and glory towards due to Yahweh by Shimon Shah by Shem Chakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone who were on Untitled Truth, and shalom to the hopeful elect scattered abroad at the four corners of the earth. Shalom, Kom Yashala, and above all, shalom.